Hey guys, I'm back. Welcome to The Break. I'm Carolina Sanchez, and it's been a minute. But what matters right now is that we're here for a very important time, the 2020 election. As you should know, the primaries are over, and now we're into the political conventions, where parties are going to be nominating which presidential candidate will appear for their party on the November ballot. We've seen Joe Biden nominated, and pretty soon we're going to see President Trump nominated. But wait, you thought we did that during the primaries and runoffs? Yeah, listen, American politics are just a little bit more complicated than that. So let me break it down. You remember earlier this year, way before the deadly pandemic, which is still very much here and has brought on an economic crisis, among other things, we told you that during the primaries, we would be voting for the delegates that would support the candidate of our choosing. See, delegates are selected to represent your state's primary and caucus results at the Republican and Democratic National Conventions. They actually go to the DNC and RNC to call out their vote on behalf of their state for who the nominee should be for president and vice president. And this is full of pomp and circumstance. I mean, conventions are actually like pep rallies for each party, but they also finalize and release their platforms. They determine which issues are important and where they stand on them. So then, not only does the presidential candidate, but down ballot candidates push forth the platform and agenda. And you remember back during the primaries where we had to vote on propositions? Well, that also translates to their platform statements. Obviously, things are a little bit different this year because of COVID-19. You may have seen during the DNC that everything was virtual, even the nomination. But the goal is still the same, to officially nominate a vice president and president for each party. So basically, over the last several months, what we voted for were for delegates to represent the results of our state. And each state has its own number of delegates. And there are also super delegates who can vote for whoever the hell they want. For a candidate to become the party's nominee, they have to win a majority of these delegates. For the Democratic nominee, they need 1,991 to secure the nomination, while the Republican nominee needs 1,237. But honestly, weeks, if not months before the conventions, we already know who each party is going to select. Obviously, the Democratic Party has chosen former Vice President Joe Biden, and the Republicans are choosing President Donald Trump. After the conventions end, it's all about the debates that lead up to November, when we cast our ballots for the next president of the United States, not for delegates. But then we have to consider the Electoral College. But don't worry, we'll get into that another time. I missed you guys. I'm glad to be back. Let me know what else you want to know on The Break.